The United Nations has failed to prevent war and genocide because it is built on the old nation-state system, which allows national governments to claim the right to commit crimes against their own citizens and justify genocide under claims of sovereignty. The responsibility to protect, R2P, doctrine was supposed to overcome claims of national sovereignty. Responsibility to protect R2P posits that sovereignty doesn't come down from rulers, but rather rises up from the people. Underlying R2P is the Enlightenment concept in Locke, Rousseau, and Jefferson of popular sovereignty, which holds that when a nation is tyrannized by its own government, its citizens have the right to overthrow that government. Under R2P, the United Nations and relevant regional organizations have the right to intervene in nations that are murdering their own citizens. However, very few nations are willing to sacrifice the blood of their own military troops to carry out such responsibility to protect interventions. Responsibility to protect R2P has not yet become enforceable international law. Like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, it is an aspirational doctrine. It is still rejected by genocidal states. Moreover, many Asian and African nations, as well as Russia and China, see the responsibility to protect R2P as an attempt by Europe and the United States to reimpose colonial rule. The lack of a United Nations military force also makes genocide prevention difficult. A UN military force consisting of forces from UN member states is authorized by Articles 43 through 47 of the United Nations Charter. The Military Staff Committee, composed of Chiefs of Staff of P5 Security Council members, has never been operationalized. The main reason is that none of the P5 want a strong UN military force that could oppose their own armies. Current UN peacekeeping missions are too weak to overpower national armies. They cannot stop genocides. Further hindering efforts to prevent genocide is the fact that the International Criminal Court, ICC, has no police force to arrest people it charges. Courts cannot work without police forces to enforce their arrest warrants. Today, there is no effective international police force to arrest people charged with crimes by the ICC or by international tribunals. National police forces usually refuse to arrest perpetrators of genocide because the police often serve under the same leaders charged by the ICC. Meanwhile, Interpol functions only to exchange intelligence between national police forces. It is not an international police force itself. The UN still lacks such a force to prevent genocide by arresting national leaders who are planning or perpetrating genocide. The world needs an international police force. But injecting such police into a nation-state is still considered a violation of national sovereignty by many governments, especially genocidal regimes. R2P, as an emerging international norm, may be invoked in answer to such arguments. But how many nations are willing to send their army or police into other countries to face heavily armed national military forces determined to keep them out? The answer can be seen in the difficulty the UN has in recruiting troops for its peacekeeping operations, especially from countries with powerful militaries like the United States, United Kingdom, France, Russia, and China.